ready to go? Okay. So hello everyone. The most important invention in the past 100 years, I believe, is the AC generator. Because initially, people discovered the DC electricity. However, the DC electricity is hard to transfer from station to station. So this one of the scientists, engineer, discovered that by using AC generator, you can generate AC, which is very easy to transfer from a long distance. By the invention of the AC generator, people start to invent different electrical appliances that can be used either at home or at factory, such that we can use a power source from a long distance, such as a coal and metal or a water power source, and transfer it to electricity, and then use long distance and high voltage to transfer to a location where electricity needs to be used. So in my point of view, the most important invention in the last 100 years is the AC generator.
Say your name and the again.
Zubin Huang. Thank you.
My name is Monalisa, and I believe that the most important invention in the last 100 years is the cell phone. Because without a cell phone, if you had an emergency, you couldn't call anybody from anywhere. You had to be connected to a phone and a house. And if you have an emergency, you need a way to communicate with somebody immediately, and a phone is the most important way to do that. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
No, that's okay. Okay, try and go a little bit longer. Say something about what happened before we had cell phones. What did we have?
Phones in houses.
Yeah.
And
that was different than a cell phone in what way?
Because you had to be inside a building to call somebody. So if you, for instance, had a flat tire, or you were out on the road, or you're being attacked, you couldn't just pull out your cell phone and call someone.
Good job. All right. All right. Next. So try and say something about the other things involved. Try and stay up just a hair longer. You tell us what it is, and then you tell us why, and then you tell us a few other things, maybe contrasting ideas, and then repeat your main thesis.
Stand by. The most important invention of the last 100 years, I believe, is the car. The Model T was invented roughly in 1914, and with it came the expansion of cities. Because without these cars, people couldn't get around, so we couldn't have huge cities because people would have to walk. With the invention of the car, we could have industry all over the place. People could travel from one place to another and go from city to city. They could really expand where they actually lived. Before the invention of the car, everyone had to walk anywhere. And if I were back then, I know I get kind of mad when I just have to walk 20 minutes from my bus stop. I couldn't imagine if there were no such thing as a car, because then I wouldn't be able to get anywhere. Wouldn't be able to go to the supermarket, and towns would end up really small, populations pretty low, as opposed to the millions that there are now. So I believe the most important invention in the past 100 years is the car. Cool. I'm Zach, by the way.
All right, good job. Try to keep moving around a little bit. You can move around up there. So, try and move your arms a little bit. Keep your arms going out. Oh, what was your name?
Zach.
Zach. Okay. Did you say that?
I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Can you remember the
Say your name first so that you get that.
Okay.
I'm Zach, and I believe that the most important invention of the last 100 years is the cell phone. The cell phone has revolutionized communication so that anyone can be reached anytime, anywhere. And so that means that we can get a lot more work done, or you can just call your friends to chat. However, with great power comes great responsibility. So you have to make sure that you own your cell phone, not the other way around. It is essential that you do not allow owning a cell phone to get in the way of other important activities. And the most important thing about owning a cell phone, hold on, I have to take this. I'm done.
You said it didn't interrupt you?
What?
All right. Okay, good. You're finished? No more things?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Well,
If that was the stage, I would have walked out.
It was kind of a whimper for an ending, but...
Is it a whimper? I thought it was funny.
Oh, well, all right. All right, next.
Stand by. Rolling.
I'm Stefan, and I think that the greatest invention in the past 100 years would have to be the computer. The computer would have to be the greatest invention in the past 100 years because everything is revolved around the computer. Before computers, if you want to look up something, instead of going to Google and typing in what you need to get and get it within less than a second, you'd have to go look it up in a book, go to the library, do all this extra stuff that when you have a computer, you just type it in and it's there. Also, everything revolves around the computer. Every major corporation, any website, everything is revolved around the computer. So that's why I think the computer is the greatest invention of the past 100 years.
All right. Try and finish with a bang. Don't whimper out. Go for it. Now, you can all kind of move out. I know you're thinking hard about what you're saying, but you can also, you are moving your hands very well, but you can also loosen up your legs. So move around a little bit in the room if you can. Let those legs go.
Rolling.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, the cool guy, and I have to say that the greatest invention is the internet. Not the cell phone, not the computer, even though we kind of need both, right? They kind of go together. The internet has made it possible for billions of people to communicate with each other. Distance doesn't matter. It's not even that expensive. All you need is a computer, a little, telephone jack, and you're ready, you're set. And how many of you have used Facebook or MSN or AIM? Yeah, guess so. So pretty much it allows people to communicate with other people. It allows people to communicate with machines. It allows corporations to communicate with corporations. You can have outsourcing. You can have a company in the U.S. relaying data to some outsourcing base in India or whatnot. So the options are limitless. And that's why I think the internet's the greatest invention.
Okay, a little short, but we can deal with it. All right, leave the mic here and go